Welcome back student in basic chemistry course. In previous video we discussed our first unit, that is chemical bonding and catalysis, containing different types of valencies. So we discussed different 5 types of valencies. The first type of valency is electrovalency, second type of valency is covalency, then we discussed third type of valency is coordinate valency, next the metallic bond, and last one is the hydrogen bond. In today's session we discuss the molecular arrangement in solid, liquid and gases. Liquid and gases are the three states of matter. So solid, liquid and gases are the three states of matter. These three states are interconvertible with each other when we change the temperature and pressure conditions. Okay, so at low temperature conditions the substances are in solid state. When we increase the temperature of the solid state up to its melting point, then that time this solid which becomes converted into the liquid state, and the intermolecular force of attraction between these solid states which becomes weak. Then that times the substances converted into the liquid state, and the increasing the temperature of these liquid substances, this liquid up to its boiling point, then that times the liquid substances gets converted into the gaseous state. Then these gaseous state substances which increase the pressure on that gaseous substances, then that time, and lowering the temperature, then that time gaseous substances which becomes interconverted into the liquid state, and these liquid substances further gets on cooling, they get converted into the solid substances. So that's why these three solid, liquid and gaseous states of substances are these solid substances having a definite size, shape, compressibility, fixed rigidity. Okay, but the liquid substances and the gaseous substances does not having a fixed shape. Okay, and their intermolecular forces of attraction between the molecules which becomes weak. So let's see the comparison points between these three states of matter. So we write here the table to compare these solid, liquid and gaseous states of substances. So solid substances having first point is these particles, solid particles are closer to each other. Solid substances containing particles are very close to each other, but the liquid substances containing particles are loosely packed with each other. So that's why they can be poured into the container. The gaseous state of the substances having the particles are far from each other, so their intermolecular force of attraction also becomes very weak. Next, solid state of substances having the intermolecular forces which becomes very strong, because these particles are very close to each other, so their intermolecular force of attraction which becomes very strong. Liquid state of substances containing intermolecular force of attraction which becomes very weak, because these particles are loosely packed with each other, so that's why their intermolecular force of attraction between them is weak. And the gaseous state substances which becomes far from each other, so the intermolecular force of attractions which becomes absent in the gaseous state of the molecules. Also the third point, in the solid state, these solid substances having a fixed shape, volume and size, but the liquid states containing substances which acquire the shape of the container in which they are stored. Liquid state of substances does not having its own shape, they will be stored on that container, they acquire the shape of that particular container. Okay, also same condition for the gaseous substances. Gaseous substances also does not having its own shape, they acquire the shape and volume of the container in which they are stored. Okay, so this is the comparison point of the solid, liquid and gaseous state of the substances. Next we see the structure of the solid substances. So let's discuss the structure of solids. So the solid substances are very close to each other, so their intermolecular force of attraction will be also maximum. So these solid substances will be exist in two forms. First type of solid substances is crystalline solids and another form is the amorphous solid. Okay, so let's discuss the first form of the solid substances is the crystalline solids. Okay, so these crystalline solids having definition is these substances are present in well-defined crystalline forms and they are homogeneous with the solid, liquid and gas, and they are homogeneous of their atoms, ions and molecules and are arranged in certain definite geometrical pattern throughout the structure, three-dimensional network of the crystal. This type of solids will be called as the crystalline solids. So the crystalline solids having a fixed three-dimensional network structure. Okay, so that's why they will be exist in a regular pattern. Okay, so this type of substances will be called as the crystalline solids. For examples, sodium chlorides. Okay, so this sodium chloride will also having a three-dimensional structure. So that's why the sodium chloride will show the crystalline form. Sugar will also having a presence of three-dimensional network structure and they will be homogeneous with their atoms, ions and molecules. So that's why sugar will also a crystalline solid. Okay, so these are crystalline solids are having a sharp melting point. Okay, so crystalline solids, which shows the main important property of the crystalline solid is they show the sharp melt. Also the crystalline solids having the molecule atoms, ions and molecules having intermolecular force of attraction will be maximum. These crystalline solids are responsible for the stability of the particular molecule. So these are general properties and the general information about the crystalline solids. Next type of form of the solid substances are the amorphous solids. So these amorphous solids are generally known as a supercooled liquids. Amorphous solids are generally supercooled liquids. So these amorphous solids are exactly opposite properties to the crystalline solids. Okay, so these crystalline solids having a random particle arrangement. Okay, so the amorphous solids which shows the random particle arrangement in which their atoms, ions and molecules. So that's why they does not show the sharp melting point. Their atoms, ions and molecules does not having a strong intermolecular force of attraction between them. So that's why they will be supercooled liquids. Okay, and also they appears like a solid but they do not have a perfectly ordered crystalline structure. They does not having a order particle arrangement in which their structure. So that's why they will be called as a supercooled. Hence, when the solids, these amorphous solids which becomes increases the temperature, then that times they slowly get melted. Okay. For examples of the amorphous solids are rubber, plastic and glass. These rubber, plastic and glass, these substances which having a amorphous nature. Okay, because they will be soft in nature and their atoms and ions and molecules does not having a ordered arrangement. So that's why these examples are for the amorphous solids. Okay, let's discuss the properties of metallic solid unit cells. So they will be discussed one by one. So first point is they are crystallines which are formed by atoms of same element. The crystalline metallic solids which are formed by the atoms of the same element. For example, the crystalline substances which are formed by the atoms of their same element. Okay, this is the first point. Second point of their properties is the crystal lattice is highly ordered three-dimensional structure formed by its atoms, ions or the molecules. Okay, so the crystal lattice is highly ordered three-dimensional structures. So we next video we discuss different crystal lattice structures. Okay, so these crystal lattice structures are highly ordered three-dimensional network structure. They are having a highly ordered three-dimensional structure formed by its atoms, ions and molecules. Okay, these are called as the crystal lattice. Next, third point is if the constituent of the crystals are denoted by the points. If the constituent present in the crystals, they will be denoted by the points, then this lattice is infinite sets of the points repeated regularly through the space. So means they also show the repeated arrangement of their atoms, ions and molecules in their structures of the metallic solids. Okay. Next point is the unit cell. So this unit cells is the smallest building unit of the space of crystal. Smallest building unit of the space of crystal. This will be called as the unit cell. So the different unit cells will be present. These unit cells. Okay. Let's see. In next video we discuss this different unit cells. Okay. So last point is in these unit cells these unit cells in 3D lattice is represented by the length is A, B, C. Small a, b and c, the length will be denoted, and the angles will be denoted by the sign alpha, beta and gamma. Okay. So next we discuss the different types of crystal lattice. Types of crystal lattice. These crystal lattice are of 4 types. First type of crystal lattice is a simple cubic crystal. Simple cubic crystal lattice structure. Second type of crystal lattice structure is body centered cubic crystal. That is body centered cubic crystal. Third type is face centered cubic crystal, and last one is hexagonal close pack crystal. Hexagonal close pack crystal. So these different types of crystal lattice structures we discuss in next video. Okay, thank you.